Hello, Maddie from Hello Interloper here with the latest in Blood Brothers news. Today we've got a little bit of exciting news going on here. It's God of Steel PvP event number 17 going on, and there are a lot of new features presented in this edition of the PvP battle event. And currently it is Phase 2. Unfortunately, I missed Phase 1. I wasn't able to make a video on time because my classes actually started. Back to school already. Not too excited about that, but, do what you can. So, it is Phase 2, and this event ends on January 29th. It started on the 22nd. And, this one's rather exciting because we've seen usually a few minor tweaks in, events lately, but this one has a lot of new things in terms of rewards. So, let's go over those, because those are the most important parts of, this event. So, in the special information section on the wiki, we find out that there are a lot of changes made. This is the first PvP event to offer Mythic rewards at rank 90 and above. And just in case you haven't heard of Mythics before, they are a step above Legendaries. So, previous events required rank 30 and higher. So, that means there are going to be a lot more Mythics in the in-game economy. And, of course, that means that the tough are going to get a lot tougher, so make sure you watch out. This is also the first PvP event to offer legendary rewards at rank 330 and above instead of 250 and higher. So it seems that what they're trying to do is start to phase in Mythics as the new level of Legendaries, in the sense that Legendaries used to be the top tier, and now Mythics are the top tier, and they're trying to make it a little more attainable, let's say, rather than just being a small percentage of all the different familiars in the Blood Brothers universe. There'll be more Mythics, and who knows if one day we'll see something even higher than Mythics. I'm personally hoping not, because then it just means that gotta save up more Gjallarhorns and stuff and improve your team even more. But this is also the first PvP event to offer rares at rank 45,000 and above rather than 35,000 and higher, which means that even if you aren't really a high tier player, you don't drop cash or you're just kind of a beginner, you do have a chance to get a pretty good rare even from getting rank 45,000, Pretty good. So anyway, as soon as you attain the PvP title of Opie, which is a 1.07 times bonus to all stats buff, all PvP battles become blood clashes. Blood clashes being a sort of battle where you use your front line and your back line. When your front line dies, your back line actually gets switched in. Also, there is a up chance for using attacks and buffs, which is pretty awesome. So, since we're in Phase 2, I'll be going over the rewards for Phase 2, but also I'll go over Phase 1, just in case you missed it and just want to be aware of what is going to be offered in trade once this event is all over. And speaking of rewards, you can also get the current rare reward once you reach 700,000 event points. So let's start with the rare, which was Phase 2 only. And let's see. Let me check my tabs. Balgo Pyromancer. So he is kind of an orc-looking goblin, and he's got a skill called Staff of Tyranny. And I'm going to go click that because I have never heard of that before. Staff of Tyranny is exclusive to Balgo, and it deals heavy attack-based damage to 3 random foes. It's an attack pattern, multi-attack and it's 155% attack modifier. It attacks 3 foes. It does not ignore position. So it's kind of curious because you'd normally think that somebody wearing a sort of robe skirt and that has a staff would be doing some kind of wisdom-based damage here, but actually it is attack. And it's kind of interesting because now the wiki does show OP 400, which I believe is that Pope? I'm not sure. It's been a while since I've read up on over perfect evolutions, but as far as perfect evolution goes, it's a lot more attainable just because you don't have to use any crystals. And so that kind of gives us a good idea of where they should be at. It seems like he has a lot of HP, a lot of attack, very, very low wisdom. but his agility and defense are pretty good. Overall, he's really good for a rare if you kind of overlook the fact that he has a low wisdom. It just means that he's going to take a lot more damage from wisdom-based attacks. But all in all, pretty impressive. He is, as far as rewards go, he's phase 2 only, and you do get him from 700,000 event points as well. Now, meanwhile, the epic that is given out, you can get one in phase 1 and another in phase 2. So if you missed it in phase 1, you have another chance to get it in phase 2. So his name is Nyteblayde, Archsage of Winds, and I will open that up. And he's kind of, I'm not really sure how to say it. I think it's like a Quillin or something. It's kind of dragon sort of thing, mythical dragon. But that's pretty much what it looks like, or kind of like a Chinese dragon looking thing. But this one, once again, kind of looks like a wisdom-based thing. It is not. I'm going to open up the second evolution here. He has Staff of Ages, which is once again another exclusive attack. Only he has it. And it deals agility-based damage to 4 random foes. It's 115% agility multiplier on that, and does not ignore position. So, kind of interesting. But then again, wind is generally associated with agility in this game, so that's not too surprising. Although, usually, you expect claws and agility sort of stuff, to go together. He's not really clawy, he's more staff-based. But either way, he has very high attack. His agility is a little bit subpar for somebody who's agility-based, but, it's not really that big of a deal. His wisdom is okay compared to, what's his name, Balgo. His HP is not too bad. Overall, he's not exactly that impressive as far as epics go. Honestly, Balgo, although he's going to take a lot more to build because you need a lot more rares to make a perfect evolution and max him out. Generally speaking, Balgo seems like a lot more of an interesting guy than Nyteblayde. Of course, it depends whether or not you like agility-based guys over attack or vice versa. Honestly, his stats are not really that impressive to me. But then again, I might be a little biased because I do like high attack. Anyway, let's go over the higher tier ones, the legendary and the mythic. So, Queen of the Wasp Men. It is rather creepy looking. As you can see, she is a scary insectoid sort of character here, although it really does look like she has bones coming out of her head, which is quite creepy. I mean, it's supposed to be a carapace, but it really does look like bones to me. So anyway, there are 2 evolutions of this legendary, and honestly, her looks aren't that impressive as far as legendaries go. I've seen a lot flashier ones, but her attack and other stats are pretty darn good. I mean, she has an attack that is very close to being 20k when it's over perfect evolution and 100 crystals added. But even if you don't do that, she's still pretty darn good. Now, of course, because she has 2 evolutions, 2 stars per se, it's really not that hard to max her out with crystals, so you really should make an OPE 100 if you do get her. Her agility is her second best stat, then wisdom, kind of low defense and low HP as far as legendaries go, and she has a skill called Inferno, which is another exclusive ability. It seems that DeNA DNA is actually making a lot of new abilities, which kind of makes things a lot more complicated. It's a lot easier when a lot of familiars share it. You don't have to learn all the mechanics of it for PvP. Sorry, I kind of stumbled on my words there. Anyway, it deals attack-based damage to 4 random foes, which is great because she has a very high attack. It's a multi-attack, 140% attack multiplier on that, and physical-based attack. It has damage reduction from physical wards, opponent defense modifier, defense. It seems like somebody just put a lot of extra information here. So basically, if you want to protect against it, it's defense, which is pretty much the same with all attack-based abilities. So, finally, let's take a look at that mythic, which is Draconis the Lava Beast. And this one looks pretty darn crazy. Very fiery looking, lots of sparkles and stuff. And that's not even the first evolution. There are 2 evolutions of this, and the second one just has, I guess, I'm not really sure if the sparkles are brighter, but it seems that there's a lot more fiery orange in the evolution. Now, this is where things get a little bit crazy. We do have very, very high stats on this mythic. There is absolutely nothing under 17,000. Pretty high attack, HP, defense. Wisdom's a little lower, agility's a little lower than that. But overall, very well-rounded as far as most, I guess not really most mythics, but just most guys in general. And, of course, another exclusive ability just to Draconis Lava Beast. It deals massive agi-based damage to 3 random foes. It's a 240% agility modifier, which is pretty darn nice, honestly. The only disappointment is the fact that his lowest stat happens to be agility, which is a little confusing, but he is really durable, and he does have a high attack, so even if he does not use his skill, it's still pretty heavy hitting guy. And of course, like I said, he's very durable, very high HP, very high defense. Even his wisdom is high, so he's going to be able to endure most magic attacks. Honestly, the fact that his skill is agility is not really that disappointing, just because he's a very well-rounded familiar, at least in my opinion. I actually don't have any mythics, so I can't really, don't take my word as law here. That's kind of my opinion. He's just well-rounded in general. So, he's probably going to be able to survive a lot and use his skill, hopefully. It's not exactly that high a proc. 30% probability max. So, that's it for really the guys here. And just to give you guys a quick overview of the rewards spreadsheet, you can see here, top 90 does get a mythic, and top 10 get 2, so they can fully evolve it. But, even if you only get 1, it's still very powerful. You can sell it, hopefully complete a legendary for yourself. Then epics, the rares, and then the rest is, once we get to below 45,000, silver coins, crystal set. So even if you take it easy, you can always use a crystal set. Why the hell not? So there also is a daily login bonus sort of thing going on. It always happens, which is great now, because you can just log in, even if you aren't really participating, you log in and get some cool stuff. This one is crazy about silver coins. It seems that 3 days you get 10 silver coins in a row, so that's a max of 30 silver coins just for logging in. That, gives you a few chances to possibly get something nice. And overall, seems like a pretty exciting event with a lot better chance of getting some nice rewards. So if you've been kind of annoyed with the fact that things aren't worth as much as they are, you do have a chance of getting a higher sort of rank reward rather than, fighting to get that rare. You can get that rare more easily, or if you're going for epic, it's all pretty good. So, even if you're not going to participate, just make sure you do the login rewards, because you can always use more silver coins. Better than copper coins. Why not? It's free. So anyway, good luck everybody, and until next time.